Good morning, students. Today I will continue our chapter 2, that is Nelson Mandela, and I want to remind you some important points about the Nelson Mandela. This chapter, second chapter, is taken from our first flight book, and it is an autobiography. Nelson Mandela himself written this. Okay, and I told you yesterday also that in May 1994, he took oath of a president, South Africa's president. Okay, and around 1999, he is the president of South Africa. Right. So he said like this that there is the oppressor and oppressed. Okay, oppressor is the white person, oppressed black. Black person, right? Now here we have yesterday read it that from here the chapter started on 10th May. Okay, and he has told us that how he is going to take care of South Africa, means non-racial government and democratic also. Okay, and where this oath is taken by the Nelson Mandela? On Union Buildings in Pretoria. Okay, amphitheater in amphitheater Union Buildings in Pretoria. Right. Now here on this page we have discussed that he has told us about the first deputy president and the second deputy president. Right. Second one is who? Clark. First one, Mbeki. Okay, now he is saying like this that this is a partial decision taken by the general public that who will become their president, right? And elections held in the South Africa. Then he is chosen as the president of South Africa. Now, a few moments later, we all lifted our eyes in awe as a spectator. After his oath, they lifted their eyes, means they are seeing upside, and what they see? Array of South Africa's jet. Array means in a sequence, South Africa's jet are there. Jet, helicopters, and troop carries. Troop means here we can say a group of the soldiers. Okay, troop carries rode in perfect formation over the Union Building. Okay, they are having a perfect formation because they are spreading the colors, and by those colors they are making a flag. Okay, so that's why he is saying perfect combination or perfect formation. It was not only a display of pinpoint precision and military force, but a demonstration of the military's loyalty to democracy. Now, what he is saying here, he's saying here like this that now it is all not for the pinpoint, but military forces are also giving respect to Nelson Mandela. They are also saluting to the Nelson Mandela, military loyalty to democracy, and they are saying that demonstration of the military's loyalty. Now, military is also loyal toward the government, toward the Nelson Mandela, right, to a new government that had been freely and fairly elected. Okay, not partially elected, but it is fairly elected by the general public. Okay, only moments before the highest generals of the South African Defence Force and Police, their chests bedecked with ribbons and medals from days gone by. Now, what he's saying that defense forces, police, those who are holding the badges, a lot of the we can say award on their chest. Okay, you have seen the soldiers are whatever they have. He has spent it his into he has spent it his life into the jail, 30 years. Now please remember it. Okay, now where we are going back and we are starting from here. I was not unmindful of the fact that not so many years before they would not salute but arrested me, and they have already did, and 30 years he spent his uh, life into the jail. Finally, a chevron of Impala jets left a smoke. Now, smoke, I tell you about a lot of the colors they are spreading from the jets. Trail of the black, red, green, blue, and gold of the New South Africa. Okay, these are the names of the color. In the South African flag, maybe there is a black, red, green, blue, and gold. Okay, go and search the South African flag, then you will got that how the South African flag looks like. Clear? The day was symbolized for me by the playing of our two national anthem and the vision of whites singing Nikosi. Okay, now what happened? Now, when the colors are spreading from the jet, flag is spreading from the jet, they sees that they all are standing and they are singing two kind of songs. Whites are singing Nikosi Sikeli I F Rika. Okay, black singing Dice Down. Right? These are the name of two national anthems. First of white peoples and second one is of black peoples. Clear? Now, although that day neither group knew the lyrics of the anthem, they once despised, they would soon know the words by heart. Now, they all are white are singing the different, black are singing the different, okay, anthem. But after some days, after maybe 6 months or 7 months or maybe 1 year, they will understand each other's national anthem. Right, and the words are also by the heart. If we are singing our national anthem, na Jan Gan Man, then the words are coming from our heart only. Right. On the day of the inauguration, I was overwhelmed with a sense of history. Now, what he is saying? He is saying that when the inauguration is there, means इनॉग्रेशन का मतलब होता है उद्घाटन जब हुआ तो उद्घाटन वाले दिन क्या हुआ आई वॉज ओवरवेल्म्ड विद अ सेंस ऑफ हिस्ट्री नाउ आई वॉज ओवरवेल्म्ड मीन्स आई रिकॉग्नाइज ऑल each and every incident whatever happened in previous life or in previous we can say freedom fighters also he want to remember then he remember a lot of the things he said in the first decades of the 20th century here 20th century right and first decades a few years after the bitter Anglo-Boer war okay after the Anglo-Boer war what happened and before my birth and before his birth the white-skinned peoples of South Africa patched up their differences and erected a system of racial dominance. At that time, white peoples are doing like this, that they are the superior than the black peoples. And on that time, they started, from the 20th century, they started just to become a oppressor and made the black peoples oppressed. Okay. Against the dark skin. To whom? To the black people. Dark skin means to the black people. Sorry. P-E-O-P-L-E. People. Now, he is saying people, dark skinned people of their land. Those who are living on their land, they are oppressed them. Okay. The structures they created form the basis of one of the harshest, most inhumane society the world has ever known. Okay, now what he is saying? He is saying that whatever the structure that society made, that most inhumane society, most inhumane why you are thinking that black are the inferior than the white peoples? Why are you treating them brutally? Are they not human beings? They are also human beings. They also want food. They also want to live freely. But you are oppressing them. You are making them slave of your. Okay. The structure they created formed by the basis of one of the harshest, most inhumane society the world has ever known. Okay. Now, in the last decades of the 20th century, Now, first decade, they made them slave, and at the last decade of the 20th century, here last, okay, and my own 8 decades as a man, 8 decades as a man, that decades here means beta 8 years. That system had been overturned forever and replaced by one that recognized the rights and the freedoms of all peoples, regardless of the color of their skin. What they are expecting, they want just to change their means government, but when he is only 8 years older, the government changed, but government is still of the white people, and still they are doing what? They are doing impartiality with the black peoples. Right, next page. You can see these three are the freedom fighters. I will tell you and I will elaborate you also. That day had come about through the unimaginable sacrifice of thousands of the people. Beta, we got freedom from Britishers just because of the lot of the peoples, Rajguru, Bhagat Singh, Sukhdev, Mahatma Gandhi, Jawaharlal Nehru, etc., etc., etc. Okay, a lot of the peoples contributed just to make us freedom, free from the rule of the Britishers, right? So what he's saying? He's saying that unimaginable sacrifice. Our freedom fighters also did unimaginable sacrifice. We can't even imagine that they are living into the jail. Those three people, Rajguru, Bhagat Singh, and Sukhdev, without a food. Okay, and when the Britishers want them just to break their fasting, they try to inhale them with a pipe. Okay, so that is also a part of a brutality, right? Now, so this kind of brutality, we can't even imagine that we are hungry for 2 3 days, we are doing fasting, and somebody want to just inhale us. Okay, so this is a bad thing. People whose suffering and courage can never be counted or repaired. We can't count and we can't repaid. Repaid means, you know better, paid means money, related to money only. Okay. Now, I felt that day, as I have on so many other days, that I was simply the sum of those African patriots who had gone before me. Now, he is saying that I felt that day, that particular day on 10 May 1994, that whatever they had did sacrifices for us just to make me stand here. What I will going to do, I will just support the black peoples, and I will not do any just injustice with the white peoples also. I will be equally see each and every person's color. A color doesn't matter for me. Okay, that's what he is saying. Now he says that long and noble line ended and now began against with me. Now what he is saying, that long and noble line ended, and that whatever we are suffering from now, a lot, that line will ended here only because I become the president, and now became against with me. I was painted that I had not able to thank them. I can't even say thank to all these contributors, all the sacrifices of the freedom fighters, and that they were not able to see what their sacrifices had worth. Because of their sacrifices, because of their doing, because of their struggle, what where is today black peoples? We can't even tell to them because they passed away, they died, right? Now, the policy of apartheid created, apartheid I told you means a separation of the black and the white peoples. That was the policy there. Created a deep and lasting wounded in my country and my people. So, to the black peoples, it is injected that they are afraid with the white peoples, and I can't say that how much suffer the black, how much they have suffered while they are oppressed by the white peoples, right? All of us will spend many years, and he has spent, and all of the freedom fighters spent many years just to get today's day. Okay, if not generations recovering from that profound hurt, but the decades of oppression and brutality had another. Okay, but what he is saying that, but the decades of oppression and brutality had another. Means since a long time they are suffering from that brutality done by the white peoples, right? Unintended effect, and that was it produces a Oliver Thomas here beta. Oliver Thomas, Walter Sisulu, Chief Luli here na Thomas Sisuli, Chief Youth Leaders, the Yusuf Dedos here, the Bram Fishers, the Robert Sobukwas of our time. Okay, these are the three names of the freedom fighters. You have to remember all the six freedom fighters' name, right? Man of such extraordinary, and they are such extraordinary. They contributed a lot just to make them free from the white peoples, right? Next one. Extraordinary courage, wisdom, and generosity that they are like many never be known again. Okay, wisdom, generosity, we can't even imagine, we can't even think about that, how much courage they are having and how much wise they are. Perhaps it requires such depth of oppression to create such height of character. So we, if you want to know, na, then you have to go in a depth. Then you have to do a lot of the research just to know that which kind of sacrifices they have done. Okay, in the liberation of the black peoples. My country is rich in the mineral and the James precious stones. We can say James minerals. You know better that lie beneath its soil. But I have always known that its greatest wealth is its people, finer and truer than the purest diamonds. Okay, it is from these comrades in the struggle that I learned the meaning of courage. It comrades means those freedom fighters, right? Now, he's saying, time and again, I have seen men and women risk and give their lives for an idea. Time and again, I have seen men and the women's. Okay, and they gave their lives for an idea. For that idea that we someday we will get the freedom, they have give away their lives also. I have seen man stand up to attacks and torture without breaking, and he has seen that men are attacked by black peoples are attacked by the white peoples, and a lot of the torture without breaking. Maybe if they start beating them now, they will not stop for 1 hour or 2 hours. Okay, that's why he's saying without breaking, they start beating to them, showing a strength and resilience that defies the imagination. I learned that courage was not the absence of fear. Okay, courage. If करेज साहस दिखाना है तो डरना नहीं है. एब्सेंस होगा फियर अगर साहस दिखाओगे तो, राइट? बट द ट्रम्प ओवर इट, द ब्रेव मैन इज नॉट ही हु डज नॉट फील अफ्रेड. Okay, so brave man is not he who does not feel afraid. Who is the brave man? But he who conquer that fear. ब्रेव मैन, बहादुर आदमी वो नहीं है जो डरे चीजों को, ठीक है, या फिर ये दिखाए कि भाई चलो चलो इस ये चीज तो मैं कर ही नहीं पाऊंगा. कौन है ब्रेव? ब्रेव वो है जो अपने डर के ऊपर डर को कॉन्क्वायर करे, मीन्स डर को काबू करे, राइट? कॉन्क्वायर का मतलब ये होता है. Now we will continue. Thank you, students. If any query, then comment it below. Thank you.